Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Doug at 3Ds Printing. I'm going to give just a beginner lesson in Tinkercad today. So you go to tinkercad.com and this is what you get. And I highly advise you guys doing these tutorials over here on the left. But for now, let's go to create. I think I'll just show you how to do a simple, let's just call it a keychain today. So you want to drag a solid out right here. Just drag it out like this. Now, if you notice these lines around here, or the boxes, the corners will make it bigger. Now watch, if you do this, see how it's acting wonky? We'll just hit back right here and it'll go back to normal. If you want to size the whole thing, hold shift. I'm holding the shift button. Now if you hold it, it stays uniform. I just wanted to throw that in there to you guys. Okay, then the middle ones, they will let you size. That middle one will go that way, this middle one this way, this middle one up and down, and then this black one lifts the whole thing off. Just hit D and it'll drop it right back down on the plate. But let's make a keychain. And to me, a keychain, and see, here's the measurements, 21 millimeters. So you just decide how big you want your keychain to be. And you can type in like 30, hit enter, and then, or we can pull this and make it 10. How about 10 by 30? Okay, now we'll come over here and you grab text and just pull it out. Okay. Now I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to grab this corner. I'm going to make it way smaller. I hate it when it does it. Do you see it jump backwards? When it does that, I just, I don't know what I do. I panic. Anyways, get it up on there like that. And then, as you can tell, it's sticking up. But there's a couple things we got to make sure of. You got to know how far, and that's where you want to, remember this one makes it taller or shorter. This one brings it up. So you want to see, I tried to get a level on this. See, we want to see how far it's going into the deal. It needs to go in it so that it's fused, of course. See that dotted line in there? That's showing that it's definitely below the surface. And you don't want it too far, but see how it's jumping real far? Right down here, snap grid, you want it to the smallest it'll go. Click 0.1. Now watch what happens when I move it. It's more smooth. And I'm just going to put it barely below the deal. Then you don't want it real high above the surface, because that's just more printing. You just want it to barely show. And then there it is. See, it's just barely above. And okay, and now you need something to put your keys in. Now you got two options. You can take a hole like this, hold shift, and then let's make it taller. Remember the middle one? And now let's just pull it over here. It's kind of big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And then we'll just center it. Okay. And then take left click, drag a square around it, then click right here. Group together. That groups everything together. See that? The text is grouped, the whole is grouped. Now you could also go over here and you can find one of these rings like this. And I hold my middle mouse button and pull this around. Hold shift and get it to a decent size. And you could put it like right there instead of the hole. And of course you want to get it centered. Now drag around it and group. Now it's part of it. So there's two ways you can put your keys on, either the hole or you can put this in there. Now it doesn't do any good to color any of this because the colors aren't going to export. You have to color this in a Bamboo Studio or something like that. But it always gives it a weird name. Look, Daring Firing Rodis. But just like name it Keychain. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you guys? And here's what's cool about this. Just hit back, watch. We'll hit back to where we were at the text. I forgot to tell you. Okay, let me see. No, we're not at the text yet. A little bit further. A little bit further. Okay, we just got to start over. Just pull the text out because here's what I forgot to tell you. You got to go right here and type something like Doug, for instance. Doug. That's the only thing I didn't show you guys was how to put some words in it. It's the same thing. Just size it, bring it down. And then look at it from the side. Let me get it over in the center. Bring it towards the sun. Okay, remember, you see, and you can either click this box or you can click this text. So remember this one, this middle one makes it taller. The point makes it higher. I accidentally grabbed the wrong one. Oh, there we go. There you go. So you just want it barely under the surface. And that's why it's best to look from the side when you're doing this one. See, there it is. It's barely under the surface. Now this middle one is going to be the height. Then you just drag a square around it all and hit group. And there you go. And then you can either do your hole or that ring. And there's a way to make these corners round, but that'd be a more advanced video. One way, let me back up because I can't show you because we already messed with the, once we group it, I can't show you. Right here under radius, you see it round it. But the problem is with using this, look at the corners. They're lifted up, and that doesn't print too well. See? That's not very good for 3D printing. It's better to use another technique where you just round the corner. That's a whole nother technique in Tinkercad. I can show it on my next video maybe. But we're just going to call this video number 1 just a simple, you know, first tutorial. They added a new tool in here called Sketch. And look what it does. It's a really cool, it does unbelievable stuff. And then I finish Sketch, and then look what it did. Yeah, it's a new tool. It's really cool. We'll talk about that more later too. I have some things that I can make that are really awesome with that tool. All right, well, I'm going to sign off on this video. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for watching, and I'll put this on YouTube and then send it out to whoever. Oh, one thing I guess I should tell you is when you're done with your project, which we didn't group this back together when we were done, which I'm not gonna print this, but you go to export right here and then export it as an STL, and it'll automatically save it to your downloads folder. See, there it is, keychain STL. It's ready to be cut and printed. So thank you all for watching. You all have a great day. Huh. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how to shut my Dayview video software off. It's almost like it's not on. Huh, I didn't have it on. No, it's on. Right there it is. Okay. Well, maybe I can figure out how to. I'm not very good with this Dayview video software. This is a screen picture of it right here. It's recording my screen. I didn't think it was working, but I guess it is. So forgive my ending on this file. I might figure out a way to edit the end off, but there's a shortcut where I don't have to open this up. It says F7 or end. Well, F7 doesn't never work. Let me try it. It might end, but I'm going to hit F7. See, it just did the audio. So the other one says hit end, which where end is F12. Let's try it.